Okay, I made this sheet. It's got a mock database on it that shows how to save, clear the form, delete, new, just basic CRUD operations. It shows you how to do it using a special menu, how to use it with a button, and also with just selecting a cell that has the words save, clear form, delete, and new record in it. So basically just read this a little bit. If it has code in it, script, so you'll have to give permissions. This video will show you how to do that. This video will be a copy of this video that I have in case you forward this to someone else. So this sheet here is the test sheet I provided. So for one of the things that I'm showing how to do, this is a resizing columns or rows multiples by prompt. So basically it'll say, give the start row that you want to start, and then you enter, and then it'll ask you for the number of rows you want to. So we'll do 3 rows, and we're going to change them to 75 pixels. And you'll see that it goes and does that. You can just, for a simple, we can just revert back, but if you needed to, later on, if you closed it and you wanted to resize them again, you could resize the columns back to what they were, or whatever you want them to be. So the other thing that during my learning is I'm always needing helper cells to either for functions or formulas or app scripts and stuff like that. So this is a neat way that you can place all of your stuff up here that you want, and then hide it. So like right here, this is a settings area top, and that needs to be there because the script checks to see if the active sheet has this here, and if it does, it'll shut it. If it doesn't, it won't shut it on you. It won't hide those. But I tell it to go from the second column here to go down 13 rows, which would be right here. And I'll show you how this works. Come here, you go to admin and hide settings top, and it'll hide that, and then you can put all of their whatever you need on your sheet here, dashboard or database, whatever. And then to open it again, you simply go back to admin and you show the settings. Now I put a little message box here that, hey, you're entering an area that has some sensitive settings in it, don't modify it unless you know what you're doing. So just hit OK and it will open that back up. And of course this here is the left side. It is the same thing. Settings area side. If you hit in the menu settings area side hide and that isn't there, it will not shut it because it's saying there's no settings area on that page. So make sure if you're duplicating this that you duplicate the page and you put settings area in the B2 cell. And then I've got a mock database here. Pretty rudimentary. Again, it's just 4 pieces, but I've got 10,000 entries here just to show you how quickly this can go through and find records and whatnot. So let's do this. We'll go to record 10,000 because that's when it so here we want to A1. So we'll go down to this record. We'll get the last record. Oh, second to the last. And we will load it. So we can just hit execute and it will go through and search that record and then populate it here in the form. So what this does is this is not the data. The data is actually on this sheet. It's always a good idea to separate your raw data from anything that you're working with or allowing users to see or work with. So like right here, this entire set is brought in by a formula. You can see it up here. in the formula bar. So in row 1, or I'm sorry, row H, in this column here, in the 4th column, it has this formula. So it basically brings over everything here. So let's say you wanted to delete that. You come down here and you could hit delete and then hit execute. And it will delete the record. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yeah, I want to delete it. And it'll go through and delete that for you. And notice it's taken off of here. It was actually deleted from this. And then this, because it's a query formula, just repopulated it really quick. Didn't even see it. It took 6 seconds only because we had the window open to say yes, okay, we're sure we want to do it, but it does it relatively quickly. And of course, you could have deleted going into menus and going to form functions. You could have deleted it from there. Either one will work. So play around with that. Obviously, all of the scripts that run all of this, like the form functions here for loading a record, and then go down here and save a record. Go a little further, you have delete a record. So all of that stuff is kept in here, and I have tried to make it into different categories. And of course the main here basically it just has the global variables, and then it has the menu, the special menu you see in the top, and then the open function here. So it opens up that menu when you first open the sheet. Anyway, you can go through and look and see how I coded that. Again, a lot of it's rudimentary, but just to help you get started and stuff. And then I added one other thing just as to show you what you can do with it. This is a project I'm currently doing. It is a timeline from the intertestamental period on through the 21st century. And basically the user can go down here, pick any century they want, and then view it, and it will open up that section. And of course I will have a bunch of stuff written in here when it's all done. And that way if you send it to somebody, they can go through century by century, pick whatever one they want, and then when they're done, close it and go to another one or whatnot. But again, the coding is in there. You can see how it's done. Many different things you can do with Google. So I hope this helps. Hope it isn't a waste of your time. Have any questions, feel free to reach out.